Hi there, welcome to edupediaworld.com. You are watching the videos on polynomial. So in this video we'll discuss some of the advanced question or extra question related to polynomials, so which are generally seen in examinations. So watch the questions carefully. So the first question we'll discuss is we have to find the product of following question. So to find the product of these type of questions, you have to apply some kind of identity so that you can solve the questions this like big and complex question easily. So our main first step is, first we have to identify that what kind of identity we can apply over these type of questions. So first the question is 2x minus y plus 3z into 4x square plus y square plus 9z square plus 2xy plus 3yz minus 6xz in bracket. So first we have to simplify the terms. So how we can simplify? See, this question can be written like this, like 4x square can be written as 2x whole square, and y can be written as y whole square, and 3z whole square, because it's a 9z square, so it can be written as 3z square. Now in this question we have y as negative, so which directly implies that the number y should be negative, so we put negative sign over here. So these are the kind of hints that are given in the question, so you have to watch and see the question carefully before solving it. So what we can write further is, we can write minus 2x into minus y. Why? Because here in the question it's given plus 2xy, so if we write minus 2x into minus y, so it will make plus 2xy. Then we can write minus 3z into minus y. Again minus minus plus, so it will finally make this number as plus 3yz. Then we can write minus what? We can write 2x into 3z. Why? Because here both the number 2x and 3z are positive, so we write it like this. So if you can clearly see that this is one identity we have discussed in our previous videos. The identity is x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz equals to x plus y plus z into x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. So you can clearly see this, we can apply this identity in this question. How? If we take x as 2x and y as minus y and z as 3z, what we get is x plus y plus z means 2x minus y plus 3z, x square 2x square, y square minus y square, z square 3z square, and now in this term we have minus xy, so we have minus over here and xy, so which satisfy the terms. Then we have minus yz, so we have minus y and z. Then we have minus zx, so we have minus z and x. So we can clearly see that we can directly apply the identity. So this means 2x minus y plus 3z into 2x whole square plus minus y square plus 3z square minus 2x into minus y minus 3z into minus y minus 2x into 3z can be written as 2x whole cube plus minus y whole cube plus 3z whole cube minus 3 into 2x into minus y into 3z. Why it can be written as? Because we can apply this complete identity into the given question. So the final answer will come out to be 8x cube minus y cube. Why? Minus sign, the power is odd, so the answer will be minus y cube plus 27 z cube. Now the answer here will be minus minus plus, so 3 into 2 is 6, 6 3s are 18, so answer will be 18 x y z. So this is the final solution to the question. So this is how we can apply identity to simplify the product. So let's discuss the next question, which is also a very important question. The question is, we have to find the cubes without we have to factorize without finding the cubes. So again we have to apply some kind of identity. So if we see the question, we have three terms and each term have power 3. This means these are cubes. So we can directly infer that we can apply the identity x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz equals to x plus y plus z into x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. Now in these type of questions, like we have to find, in these type of question when the cubes are given, you have to generally check whether the sum of these three numbers is coming to be 0. As we have discussed in our previous videos, that if x plus y plus z equals to 0, then the above identity will become x cube plus y cube plus z cube equals to 3xyz. So we have to check that. So how to check it? We will add these three terms. So how to add? We'll add x minus 2y plus 2y minus 3z plus 3z minus x. So we'll check it. This x will cancel, this will and this will cancel, and this will cancel. So the answer is coming out to be 0. So this means we can apply this special note of the identity to this question. So this implies is x minus 2y whole cube plus 2y minus 3z whole cube plus 3z minus x whole cube can be written as 3 into x minus 2y into 2y minus 3z into 3z minus x. So this is how we can apply the special note of the identity to factorize the following question. So let's discuss next question, the question number 3. The question is, we have to find the possible expressions for length and breadth of a rectangle whose area is given by 4a square plus 4a minus 3. Now see this question carefully. Now suppose this is a rectangle and this is length and this is breadth. When we multiply length into breadth, we get area of rectangle. So area of rectangle is what? Length into breadth. So this implies is what? If we factorize this question, we get multiplication of two numbers, so that will give us the length and breadth. So this means that we have to factorize 4a square plus 4a minus 3 to find length and breadth. To find the length and breadth, we have to factorize this equation. So let's factorize it. So the question is 4a square plus 4a minus 3. Now we can see this is a quadratic equation. This is a quadratic equation. So we can find we can factorize this equation by splitting the middle term. So how to split the middle term? So we have to find the product and sum. The product over here is 4 into minus 3, which is minus 12, and sum is 4. So then we have to split the sum in just a manner that it satisfy both the criteria. So if we split the sum as 6 and minus 2, the sum will be 4 and the product will be minus 12. So we can write 4a square plus 6a minus 2a minus 3. Then we can make the pairs. So in the first pair we can take 2a as common, so answer will come out to be 2a plus 3. In next pair we can take minus 1 as common, the answer will come out to be 2a plus 3. So then we can take 2a plus 3 as whole common, and what we will get is 2a plus 3 into 2a minus 3. So this implies is the area of rectangle is 2a plus 3 into 2a minus 1. Now this implies is length can be either 2a plus 3 or 2a minus 1, and breadth can be either 2a plus 3 or 2a minus 1. So these are the possible expressions of length and breadth. So let's discuss the next question, the question number 4. Now the question number 4 is, if a, b and c are all non-zero, means neither of the number is 0, and a plus b plus c is equals to 0, then we have to prove that a square upon bc plus b square upon ca plus c square upon ab equals to 3. So how we can prove this? Now clearly we have 3 terms and there is only one identity in which we have special note that if a plus b plus c equals to 0, then we can write the equation. So this clearly gives us a hint and implication that we can use the identity a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc equals to a plus b plus c into a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ac. So we can directly use this identity. How? Because we are given that a plus b plus c equals to 0, and we can use the special note of this identity. Now what is the special note of the identity? Is if a plus b plus c equals to 0, then this implies is a cube plus b cube plus c cube equals to 3abc. How? Because when we put 0 over here, anything multiply with 0 will be equals to 0, so the answer will come out to be automatically. Now we have to prove this. So what we can do is we can divide both sides by ABC. So let's see what we get. We get is a cube plus b cube plus c cube upon ABC equals to 3abc upon ABC. So what this happen is this and this will get cancelled. So what further we can do is we can split the LCM. So we can write it as individual LCM. So what it will come out to be is a cube upon ABC plus b cube upon ABC plus c cube upon ABC. So what equals to 3. Now what will come it? This and this will cancel, the power will become 2. This and this will get cancelled and the power will become 2. This and this will get and the power will become 2. So what we get is, we get a square upon bc plus b square upon ac plus c square upon ab equals to c. So this is the final solution of the question. So let's discuss the next question, question number 5. Now this is also a very important question, so watch this question carefully. The question is, if a plus b plus c equals to 5 and ab plus bc plus ca equals to 10, then we have to prove a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc equals to minus 25. So let's see how you can solve this question. So clearly we can see that we have to use the identity a cube plus b cube plus c cube. So first write the identity. So identity is a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc equals to a plus b plus c into a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ac. Then we have to find the individual values to find the value of this total part. So what we need is, we need a plus b plus c, so we have it over here. Then we need a square plus b square plus c square, we have to find this. Then we need ab minus bc minus ac, so we have it over here. So let's first find the value of a square plus b square plus c square. Now we can use another identity, that is a plus b plus c whole square. So what is this? It is a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ac. So what we get is a square plus b square plus c square, and we can take 2 as common out, we'll get is ab plus bc plus ac. Now we can put the values. So what is a plus b plus c? It is 5. So we can put 5 over here. So the answer will come out to be 5 square. Then we have to find the value of this. We write it like this only. Then we have to put the value of ab plus bc plus ac. So we have it over here as 10. So we put its value as 10. So what we get is 25 equals to a square plus b square plus c square plus 20. So this implies is a square plus b square plus c square is 25 minus 20, which is 5. Now what further? We have to find the value of a cube minus, now we have to find the value of a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc equals to a plus b plus c. A plus b plus c. So what is a plus b plus c? It is 5. So we can write over here into a square plus b square plus c square minus, now we can take minus common over here, so we can write minus ab plus bc plus ac, then bracket close. Now see, we have the value of a plus b plus c as 5. Now we have the value of a square plus b square plus c square as 5, and we also have the value of ab plus bc plus ac as 10. So we can directly put the values. The answer will be 5 into 5 minus 10. So the answer will come out to be 5 into 5 minus 10 is minus 5. So answer is minus 25. So answer is minus 2. So we got the value of a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc as minus 25. So this is how we can prove the questions. So let's see the last question of this video, the question number 6, and this is also a very good question. So we have to watch the question carefully. You have to prove that a plus b plus c whole cube minus a cube minus b cube minus c cube equals to 3 into AB, A plus B into B plus C into C plus A. So we have to prove this. So to prove, let's take LHS. So what is LHS? It is A plus B plus C whole cube minus A cube minus B cube minus C cube. Now, so what we can do is we can expand this cube. How to expand? We take A plus B as one number and C as one number. So we write A plus B whole cube plus C cube plus 3 into A plus B into C into A plus B plus C. Then we can write the remaining part minus A cube minus B cube minus C cube. So which identity we have applied over here? Over here the identity is x plus y whole cube. The identity is x plus y whole cube, which is x cube plus y cube plus 3xy into x plus y. So but we have taken x, this complete part, A plus B as x and C as y. So you can directly see that. Now what we'll do is we'll expand this A plus B whole cube using the identity again. So what the answer will come out to be, it will be A cube plus B cube plus 3AB into A plus B plus C cube plus 3 into A plus B into C into A plus B plus C minus A cube minus B cube minus C cube. Now what we can do is we can cancel out the sum of the like terms. So like this, C cube and minus C cube will cancel out, B cube and minus B cube will cancel out, A cube and minus A cube will cancel out. So what is the remaining is, we got 3AB into A plus B plus 3 into A plus B C into A plus B plus C. Now from both the numbers, both the terms, we have A plus B as common. So we can take A plus B as common. And we also have 3 as common. So we can take 3 as common. So what is remaining is AB plus C into A plus B plus C. Now what we have is, we can write this term as 3 into A plus B into AB plus, then we can multiply this. So the answer will come out to be AC plus BC plus C square. Now what we can do is we can factorize this whole term so that we can get our remaining part B plus C into C plus A. So let's see how we can do this. We can write this like this, 3 into A plus B. Now what we can do is we can arrange this number AB with BC and AC with C square. So what we get is AB plus BC plus AC plus C square. So what we get is further 3 into A plus B into, now in this term we can take B as common and in this term we can take C as common. So what we'll get is, if we take B as common, we'll get is A plus C plus, then we take C as common, we get is A plus C. Then what we get is 3A plus B into, then we can take A plus C common from both the terms, we get A plus C common, then we get B plus C. So our final answer is 3 into A plus B into A plus C into B plus C. So this is the proof of the equation. Thank you again once again for watching this video on polynomials on edupediaworld.com. So keep watching further videos.